beautiful ones, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a wonderful week and weekend and are looking forward to the week ahead. If you're new here, my name is Leisha and I have been documenting my leveling up journey with the School of Affluence Secrets of the Elite Woman program, which I joined in July 2020. And so this week I will be sharing all about week 5. If you have not seen my previous videos, I would love for you to check those out at the link in the description or above here, just so you have some context for where I'm coming from and what my personal situation has been and how I've started to apply the things I've learned so far. There's also a private Instagram account that I post some behind the scenes on here and there, which is at Leisha Leveling Up. There's also a link in the description below as well if you would like to follow along there, just for some more private things that I don't want to share here on YouTube. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and dive in to share what I've learned from week 5 of the program, which was all about poise and etiquette. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so first let's talk about the topic of etiquette, because I learned a lot that I sort of knew. I had bits and pieces that I was trying to piece together during the module, just from things I've heard family members say, or especially older generations in my family say. And I actually live in the south of the US, so we do have somewhat of a level of Southern hospitality that I was already kind of aware of when we host events or parties, but not everyone follows these types of etiquette rules, I guess, to a certain degree. I've been able to practice some of the things that I've learned so far just by going to eat dinner at our country club with my husband. So I haven't had a formal dining event that I've been invited to yet, but I hope that in the future, when the holidays roll around, maybe some of these events and these parties will start happening again, and I can use the things I've learned in the networking module, which I'll share about next week, to be able to get invited to some elegant parties and some hopefully high society events this winter. So I've already just been doing my best to practice eating elegantly and working on this dining etiquette, so that maybe one day when my invitation to eat with the Queen of England comes, I will be ready and confident to eat elegantly with her at the table. With that being said, I am chomping at the bit to interact with people and to start putting some of these skills to use in a more public manner. Let's go ahead and talk about poise. So poise is actually something that I have tried to work on in the past a little bit, but I have not been very consistent with it. So posture, we all know that we should have good posture, if only just for making sure that we take care of our backs. But I realized that this is actually a very important thing when it comes to your image and the way that you're perceived by someone who sees you for the first time even. So I have some examples that I'm going to show on the screen of a before and after, so you kind of get an idea of the difference, and I think you'll see that it really does help you to appear more elegant. So this is one thing that I've been able to really work on, I think, a bit more, just because it's not involving me trying to eat elegantly at the dinner table, which I haven't gone to many dinners because of the situation right now. And so I've really been able to practice this both at home and also when I am able to go out to just grab my coffee or even to the grocery store. And it will make a difference in how people perceive you. So I've noticed that people are much kinder to me just based on how I carry myself when I'm walking around doing something as simple as getting my groceries. It's really amazing and kind of freaks me out a little bit. Now you see how I've hunched over more when I am at my laptop or when I'm reading, just lounging on the couch. It does not look very elegant. I think even just being on camera here, you can tell when I'm slouching forward like this, that pooch that we all hate for people to see when we're in a bikini or other swimwear, it is present. But when I really tighten my back muscles and I push my shoulders back, that is a much more elegant posture for me to have while I am just sitting here. My back is not touching the couch here or the pillows or anything. I am just completely using my core strength and my back muscles and keeping my shoulders back like this. And that appears just much more elegant, especially I think on camera when it's harder for me to get some of these points across. So you can kind of see, here's from the side, if I'm slouching like this, and when I keep my back muscles tighter and squeeze my core, it's just a much more elegant profile. Please let me know how you think that this looks in the comments down below so that I have an idea of other areas of poise I might need to work on. I want to work a little bit more on having elegant speech, and I think this actually comes into play next week with week 6 where we talk about networking. I will share some things that I'm trying to work on in my speech patterns and things like that, but that's coming. So more about how I look and first impressions is what I'm working on with Poise. Luckily, I started with my trainer last week, and so we've had 2 sessions. Our Tuesday session will be all focused on upper body, so she's helping me to keep my back muscles strong. So this almost now doesn't feel as difficult as it would if I had very weak back muscles and core. So work on those if you are trying to have a more poised appearance and posture. I think that it definitely is helping me to keep these muscles strong here. I will also say that making sure that you also walk elegantly. So walking is something that it was really neat to see Anna teaching how to walk and actually giving us examples or references we can use. So you can go and look up a video of a catwalk model and notice the way that they walk. Try not to have the mean stare on your face while you're walking through the grocery store, but I do this. I try to practice, especially in heels, with my walking so that it looks very elegant and natural and poised. Last week I shared some outfits with you, and that was what I was practicing, was this walk that I have been working on. So definitely check that video out if you haven't yet. All of that being said, hopefully I will be able to actually go and put this into practice with some events this winter. I am hopeful that we will be able to go to some sort of holiday party. If not, then I will just keep working on this on my own when I go throughout my everyday schedule and run errands and things. Next week, I will be sharing with you all about week 6, which was the networking module. So all of these holiday parties and things, events that I am hoping will still start to return to our schedules. I will really be able to practice these things when that happens. But until then, I'm going to be sharing my plan with you to just work on what I can and hopefully do a little bit of online networking with people. I think that this is also important for the career ladies out there to be very thoughtful and mindful of, because networking is something that is so important and makes a huge difference, but I have not really been very focused on it in the past. There's been certain things in my career that I've started to work on networking wise, but I haven't made a really big focus on it socially. So gonna be an interesting week, and that's gonna wrap up really the full set of modules in the program. I am going to do a little bit of an update on what I'm doing with the bonuses that we got in the program. So there were 3 or 4 bonuses that were just extra modules that I have taken a few things to start to apply, but there's so much throughout the 6 modules that I'm going to have to take a little bit more time to go back and start to work on more. So I think I am going to share more videos just every week on my progress. It's going to help, I think, hold me accountable to taking action and working on these things and putting them into place. And so I'm excited to see how that transformation continues to play out. And I also want to say again, thank you for being here with me. Thank you so much for all of your kind encouragement and your support. I really enjoyed hearing your responses to the Q&A video that I did on Wednesday, and so I'm going to make that a monthly thing, I think. So towards the end of every month, I will have a Q&A video on a Wednesday of the last week of the month, so that You can ask me questions just generally about my experience either in the program or just what I am working on. And there will be a full, just sort of complete review video of the program and what I think about it as a whole. So definitely let me know if you have some questions about that, and hopefully in that video I can try to think about some things to cover and mention about my experience. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't caught up on this past week's or the past videos, they will be on the screen here. You can check those out. Please give this video a thumbs up so I know that you want to see more, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. I will see you in the next video. Bye.